What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So, I know you've seen the thing called Warhammer 40,000 Commander 5. So, I just want to go ahead and talk about Commander 5 because Commander 5 is such a big topic, and as we look at Commander 5, as we get into the option and the scale of Commander 5, it's very, very different. And when we sit there and we understand the truth of where Commander Isaac came from, we're looking at something completely different. And I think that's where a lot of people, they don't really understand it. They don't really know what's going on. So, what is Commander 5 and why would that come out before Commander 4 comes out? See, I told you, the reason that's going to come out before Commander 4 is because I know, like I said, I know that's different, but I have so much here now than I've ever had. A lot of people were asking, what would be the steps taken on the steps and who you're playing as with Commander 5, and I didn't really answer that, I'm sorry. Commander 5 starts you off very, very vaguely. You're going to start off with fighting Tyranids, and then as you progress through the storyline, you'll start off fighting the orcs. So it's like a twist of a turn. Who's the main villain in the story? A lot of people, there's gotta be a main villain, right? The question is to that is no, there's not. There's no main villain to the storyline. There's nothing there, and there is a traitor along the mist. I want to say that, but I guess you call him the main villain because I like to make things exciting. Um, I think the most important part that we talk about is chaos, and so why it's a mixture between this. And I think the most important part we talk about it, and that we understand it. We go into seeing these different things, is knowing what it is that we want. And that's where we understand more than what was ever seen before. So as we get closer and closer to Commander 5, and it is in the works. It is in the works. I've got everything I almost need. What's missing? I'm missing the only thing the good news is the only thing I'm actually missing is two basic major things for Commander 4. That is going to be the demons, the demon guys. So it's chaos. I'm missing the chaos guys, and we're missing the chaos marines, and we're missing the chaos demons, and I'm missing the chaos lord that you guys know is Flame. So I'm missing him. Once we have all three of those in the Warhammer 40,000 mod, I will begin production immediately on Commander 4 with the dust and echoes, as I was telling you before. I'm telling you right now, guys, if it's something you haven't seen before, it's something you want to see. It's literally called Dust and Echoes. It's called Warhammer Commander 4 Dust and Echoes. And there's a reason that it's called Dust and Echoes and Memories and Messages. There's a reason for this. There's a big, big reason for this. And that's because it's such a deep, deep story, as I told you before. That when is that coming out? It's unknown right now. It was planned for December. But until I get those three major things inside that mod, or when my friend does, not gonna say any names, but when my friend does, then we can talk more about Commander 4 and kind of the leapway around it and kind of the overall aura around it, making it really feel different, and you'll see. But let's talk about Commander 5 because that's what this video is about. So, a lot of people were asking with Sathon if Sathon was coming back. And Sathon was as you know, was a Chaos Marine. He did just a ton of bad stuff. He was once a good Marine, then he turned Chaos. He didn't really like turn chaos, but he turned his armor turned to chaos. One day it just turned to chaos, and he almost had his soul completely corrupted after 146,000 years. It was almost corrupted to pure chaos, and then Sathon would not have been he would not have turned good again, because it takes about in my again I just want to make sure I tell everybody this. It's non-fiction, it's not real, it's just a good story, and it's all fake, but it's my universe, and my story. It takes 150 light years to turn complete chaos, and he was at 137 years, not 150,000 light years, but 177,000 years. Not light years yet, but if you would have got to light years, then we would have started to see where everything was going to start to happen. All right, so is Sathon making a return? It depends. If he gets the chaos, I may add a DLC mission to Commander 5 with Sathon, or I may not. But Commander. Anyways, yeah, Commander 5, Warhammer 40,000 Commander 5 in my universe is going to be taking place in 8752. That's years and years and years and years and years after Commander 4. At this point, Commander Isaac has turned to an Ultramarine. Yep, he's turned to an Ultramarine. And he's fighting Commander 5. Like a lot of people were telling me, they're like, if this game's just gonna be about orcs and Tyranids, it's not gonna be fun because there's no leader like the others. Well, you have to go back to Commander 3. There was leaders in Commander 3, but it wasn't as fun. It wasn't as people just want scary stuff. That's what they're looking at, and mine didn't portray to that, so they didn't really want nothing to do with it. They understood the aspect of it, but wanted nothing to do with it. So, but this is not, I want to give people what they want, yes. That's my main job, that's my main goal. You know, that is something I want to overcome, is that, and I do want to give people what they want. That's one thing I want to do. But if it's not something I want as well, then I don't want to create it as well either. So you guys may like what I put out there, and again, you may not. And if you don't, that's okay. But just know it is in the making, and it will come out. If you guys don't like it, I can understand the reason you don't like it. Give me the feedback on why you don't like it. If you're saying, well, I think it was too big, or it was too small, or, I just didn't see what I thought I would see. There was no teamwork, or there was no turrets. And I'm telling you, there was no base building where it didn't seem the story would work right with the cutscenes. I'm telling you. Everything inside of Commander 5 will be done accordingly as I see speak, as I tell you now. I think the biggest question that we gotta ask ourselves, guys, is what is it that a lot of people don't understand? And as I go to the Q&A, what is it something that people want to do, or they want to see? And some people, as I've learned in Commander 3, and then I've got Commander 1, Part 1, I've got Part 2 probably coming out on the Coat of Arms engine, or I may put it in the Gates engine. It just depends on where the mod is going to be taking place. So if you see Part 2 in 2027 or 2028 in Coat of Arms engine, Gates of Hell that is, then or listen, if we get another game that's like Coat of Arms, Modern, or the RPG Western days, or the MMO Fantasy days, depending on what we're gonna get in those times, It will completely depend on everything that we're going to have. So if we get another engine or another unit thing, it really will depend on everything that we have. So for example, if they come out in 2020, like next year, they come out with a caught arm engine and it's caught arms, plays arms, but it's just better quality and also better animations, and then you can bet your hind end that we're going to be putting up with that game, that Call to Arms, no, that Warhammer 40,000 Commander 1 Part 2 will be on there. If it doesn't come out, it just depends on what comes out. It Call to Arms version will not be coming out on the Call to Arms engine. That being said, Commander 2 will not be coming out on the Call to Arms engine. It will be coming out on the Gates of Hell engine, or the new engine, or in the new game. It will be coming out there. That's not Men of War 2. Don't worry. Until they really physically fix Men of War 2, don't get me wrong, they've got really good graphics, I'm not gonna lie. But until they fix the fuck up that they've done, I don't want a part of it. I just don't. Good. I just wish we could have those graphics in the Gates Hell engine, but again, then I guess they said nobody could play it, and yada yada yada, you know. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. Who is going to be played in the game of Commander 5? Warhammer 40,000 Commander 5. Just know if I say Commander 5, I'm talking about Warhammer 40,000 Commander 5. Who's going to be playing in there? What's the steps that we're going to be taking place on? You're going to be playing as a quarter mission first. Now, the quarter mission is going to let you see the very first ever Hammer of Dawn. Alright? And you're going to see the hammer, and you're going to see the main focus, which is called the boss battle. I'll call it, it's not a boss battle-ish. It's like a boss battle-ish, but I call it a boss battle. You can call it boss battle. It's just a cutscene. You can't interact with it. You can't do nothing. It won't last long. It's just an intermission, pretty much. It's nothing more than a cutscene. But, however, this is what I was talking about. Something completely different. I could add on, and I'm gonna there. So the second question that you guys are gonna probably ask is, are we gonna be seeing cutscenes inside of the game? You have your normal cutscenes, and then you have, like I told you, the Fires of Old Paper, the video I made with you guys for you guys, how I did that before. That's what we're gonna be using. You're gonna have to. We're gonna be having. It's gonna be inside of it, and you guys are gonna find secret things. Now, this game is only 10 missions long, but the mission itself is extremely large. You know, it's extremely large, like really large, and it's really big. It's really big. It's really large. It's about 600 by 500 long, and it's gonna be big. Now, questions of like, okay, in the game with the texture and all this, all the other stuff, what planet is it on? The whole planet? Is it just a planet? It's the final planet. Yes. It's called KGR. KGR is a planet mostly known for Tyranids and Orcs. So you can only imagine what you're going to be fighting. Why is it not a Call to Arms? Because Call to Arms doesn't have what I want. That's why it's not Call to Arms. Why is it Commander 4 in Call to Arms? Commander 4 does not have what I want. Yes, it has what I want, but The animations suck. Plus, there's no way I would have to find. I just don't have the three major things that work right. What about Men of War? Men of War is not off the table either. It really isn't. Men of War is not off the table even a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why. The reason Men of War isn't off the table because I've thought about Squad 2. That is, I've thought about taking the game and doing the Command of 4 in the game over there. Now you guys are probably gonna be mad, and that's fine. Because a lot of Call to Arms people are probably like, Isaac, that's what we play on. I don't have the best graphics, and that's fine. That's why the engine itself for Commander 4 might just be on the Minnesota one. So I might do the Minnesota one and then turn around, put in the Call to Arms engine of Gates of Hell. But I will not. It will not. Unless you port it yourself and you have my permission. Once the game comes out and the game comes out and the mod comes out by using my friend's mod, you can port everything into Gates into not Gates but into Call to Arms. You can port the mission over there, and you can play it however you want. It's completely on you though. That's completely on you. You don't use everything you want in that thing. Textures, whatever. It don't matter. And you can use it and it's fine. However, that may take you a long time to do. But you see, I've never really after all these years I've been on my Steam and seen my stories of where they come from. I haven't seen anything else. Yeah. I've not seen anything else. You know, really I haven't. So it's gonna depend on whatever you guys want to do. Alright, back to back to Commander 5. I cannot believe I keep getting off the subject. So, Commander 5. What's it gonna have? It's 10 missions long. All 10 missions are gonna be long. Because you've got all kinds of stuff. What? Is there gonna be positions? Yes. Now, I don't want to piss off anybody at all. That wasn't my goal. Okay. That wasn't my goal at all. My goal isn't to piss you guys off because I know what you're going to say. You're going away from what made your game your game. No, I'm not. There's gotta be, you see guys, there's gotta be a change of pace, even for me. Alright? There's gotta be a change of pace. You've got stuff that you're gonna find in Warhammer 40,000 Commander 5. There'll be pages that you will find. Or you'll go up to units and it'll say a couple words. It'll say, yeah, one word, saying 1 or 2. You'll use that word, go back to the file itself, and use it, and it's gonna be password protected. What you're going to do, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to use that number or letter, well, yeah, number, and you're going to enter it inside of, like I'm doing, get out of the game, go into the file, you're going to enter it, it's going to say password, you're going to put that number into the password, and you're going to hit OK, and it's going to open up text, or it's going to open up an image, or it's going to open up a video, it's going to do something. The reason I did it like this is because I thought it'd be really cool for you guys to see what you're into. That way you would get different things you really like. I thought that'd be really, really cool. Who are the players in Commander 5? You do play as Commander Isaac, I can tell you that. There are no teams in this game, not one. You'll play as some Marines, like you'll command them. But as far as his team goes, he has no team. They're just different type of Spartans. They're just type of Space Marines that will interact with Commander Isaac, and that's really about it. Um, no, I really don't really know where to go there. It's 10 missions long. I hope you guys enjoy it and enjoy the cutscenes at least. It's gonna be a long time coming for Commander 5. In the works. It is in the works right now. And I'm going to upload you. I'm going to end this stream and redo another stream. And I'm going to talk about something else. But yeah, as far as Commander 5 goes, it'll be coming out sooner than what you expect.